Welcome to part 5 of walking on the Route 119 warpath. Once again, 9/11 was an inside job. Go check out my website. On Monday, when Obama lied to the nation about bin Laden being dead, I knew he was dead already, but I couldn't find the videos. They were all erased. But I did have a stash of my 9/11. I had tons of 9/11 proof that the government blew up the buildings along with the terrorists. I gotta say that the terrorists are involved, but here we are fighting 4 wars now. Okay, we're fighting 4 wars. Once again, 9/11 was an inside job. Go check out that blog on my website. The website's right at the bottom of this video. And also check out the evidence that bin Laden has been dead for 10 years, my friends. This president is the biggest liar in the history of the world, and he is the biggest traitor. He should be hung right now. That man should be hung from a tree or somewhere, or a guillotine, anything. Go back in the history of the world and see what they did to traitors. I think everything that they did to a traitor in the history of this world should be done to that man. I don't know what. I know he works for the people who are in charge of all the presidents, because like one lady asked me, well, if the terrorists didn't blow up the building, what's make George Bush? In other words, I knew she was offended. But I said, my dear friend, my sleeper cell patriot, she's my friend, she called herself a sleeper cell. Finally, after all these years, she's known me. All these years of walking, she actually talks to me about all these years of me doing something positive for the troops and everything. She comes out and says something negative, One thing, the sleeper cell has woken. Once again, the hammer of truth will wake you up. Well, anyways, I said, you have to go back and look at the history of this country. It goes, the Jimmy Carter administration, by ousting, that's where all this stuff started. If you look what's going on all through the Middle East right now, Jimmy Carter's the grandfather of what happened, the Shah of Iran. He put radical Islam in power. That is the New World Order's Frankenstein monster is radical Islam, and that's their plan. They had this planned all along. We are at the final chapter of their plan, my friends. They planned everything. These elite bankers who are in the shadows of our government I know so much, because all I've done since 9/11 is study. I have been at war since I was awoken on 9/11, my friends. Like I said, please, my dear friends who are soldiers, do not be angry at me for telling the truth. The truth is such a hard pill to swallow, and like I said, it's a hammer on the head sometimes. But like my grandfather said, sometimes you have to hit people over the head with a hammer. And the hammer of truth is banging, my friends. Go check out my website and pass my website around to all your friends. We have to wake up the country. We have to wake up to the world, to the elite bankers who are the New World Order, who are terrible people. Every country we go to fight in, this depleted uranium is killing our soldiers, and it also is destroying every country we fight in with depleted uranium, is destroying that country's future forever. It's a terrible, terrible thing, and that's their plan. It's called Agenda 21. They want to destroy half the world's population so they can live like pigs the rest of their children's and the rest of their family's future. They want to live like pigs and destroy half the world. I'm sorry to tell you, there's so much I know, and I could just ramble on, but first step is to go check out my website. 9/11 is an inside job. All the proof's there. Also, check out my blog. about bin Laden's been dead for 10 years. The proof's all in those blogs. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but it's the truth. And I'm never gonna worry about, I'm never gonna have the truth trapped inside me. Like I said, my soul has been troubled all these miles, and finally, I am free. My spirit is free. These are the times to try men's souls, and the truth will set our spirits free, my friend. 9/11 is an inside job. Go check it out on my website. See you in the next part. Thanks for joining me.